Hello, are you looking for a more efficient way to manage your records on a spreadsheet? I've developed a four criteria filter that allows for a quick and customizable data sorting, just like the one you see here. As you can see, you can adjust the filter depending on the data that you need. So it could be any combinations. And as you can see, if you don't have an input with this kind of criteria, it will return with no record found. And yeah, just like that. And this is the input sheet. Okay, so now we'll try to input a data and let's find it here on the record sheet. So we'll just go here. Let's put test so we would know. Test, any amount, internal order, yeah, just a random number. The important thing is this four columns because this is where you set the criteria, which later on we'll need in order for it to be displayed here. So for now, let's say this is product 4, customer type is, let's say, a new, and on the month, let's say it's June. For the year, let's say it's 2026. So let's see on the record sheet if it shows. So the month was June, the customer type was new, the brand was 4, and the year was 2026. So as you can see, if you put the filter here, the criteria here, it will only show those that matches it. So you could also put all here, and unfortunately, this the only data that has 2026 is one. So let's start 2025, and yeah, as you can see, it auto populates here. So you could um, combine any criteria here, and it will be displayed. Now we go to editing this template. So it's very simple to edit this. All we have to remember is that these five columns are customizable, so you could write anything there. You can change everything here. The important thing is these four columns. So this is where we put the criteria. So it's important that it remains on column F, G, H, and I, because if you change it, let's say you add a column here and it would change, it will mess up the existing formula. Let's say we want to change the brand. So let's say I want to add, or I'll replace everything here, and let's say let's put a criteria here of, let's say, Facebook. So you want to know where the customer saw the ads or the item. So Twitter and Instagram. So like that. And let's say this is social media platform, and of course this is all error because it uh, you have changed everything here. So let's change everything here. It's all Facebook, but as you can see, we already changed the brand going to the social media platform. Now when you go here on the filter, as you can see, the brand is still the same. So all you need to do is platform. You also change it here, and you can delete everything. So let's add it here, Twitter, Instagram. So important thing to remember is the characters should be exactly the same here on the input sheet, and it doesn't require that even you follow the sequence. So it's any sequence as long as the each option is the same with the input sheet. So the character should be the same. So if it's all capital, it should also be all capital on the record sheet. There. So let's say Facebook. As you can see, it auto populates again. But oh, we forgot to put the all. So you can just put all here. Let's put a color. So it goes the same with the customer type, the month, and the year. So it's same mechanics. You change here in the input sheet, and you also change it here on the filter. And it's the only requirement is the characters should match exactly the same. Now let's go through these different cells here. So for the total revenue, so this is just a basic formula where it sums everything here. So you could adjust it to another column if you want to, depending on what you want. So it will just add everything here. And for the number of packs, um, it also adds everything here. So you could also change that. And let's open this. Now for the number of orders, this is, it only counts a specific um, criteria. So for example, if you have the number 7 here, like, let's put it first on a no record found. So this is how it counts here in the number of orders. So let's say you have a order number 1, so it will count as 1. And let's say you have multiple order number 1. So when you put 1 here, it's still 1, so it doesn't count if it's the same. But if you put order number 2 here, it will count as another order. So if it's the same, it won't count. But if it's a new entry or a unique entry, it will count here. So that's the function on this column or in this cell. Now on this cell, it gives you the percentage of the type of data you put here. So the current criteria here is, as you can see, old and new. So let's say you have 3 new and only 2 old data. So as you can see, it displays here 60% of the data are new, or the one written here, and 40% is old. Also below it is the actual head count. So as you can see, the old the data with the old criteria is 2, so 2 entries, and the new is 3 entries. Let's say you want to change the criteria. So you want it to become red. So all you have to do is to change the formula here. So instead of old, you change it to red. And let's say here you want to change it to white. So instead of new, you put here white. And this is just to give you the, so you won't get confused where to change it. Oh, sorry. This should, it should be red there. So let's say you have a data labeled white, and let's say you have a data labeled red. So as you can see, it gives you the percentage and the number of the actual entries. So we have two reds and one white. So these are the only cells that you need to edit if you want to change the criteria here. So it's currently being hidden. So just if you want to edit it, just press that little arrow on the upper part of the spreadsheet. And so yeah, that's all for the simple record sheet. So if you have any questions or clarifications, you could just comment below so I could assist you. Thank you.